Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Thankful to Thrive Thursday. And for those who may be new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and I am the founder, CEO, and self-love empowerment coach here at Empowerment Experiences. And I am also a fellow twin flame goddess, a divine feminine rising, right along with you on this wild, crazy, so often excruciating twin flame journey, which, having already been a self-love empowerment coach, when I discovered I was on this twin flame journey, something I didn't even used to believe in, well, I can assure you that a twin flame journey is very much a self-love empowerment journey on steroids. Indeed, indeed. I watch this in my clients. I watch this with all of you who send me messages and such. And of course, I know, most importantly, through firsthand experience. And that is why we here at Empowerment Experiences are looking for and finding our power all along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey and healing twin flames journey, because that's what this is. We are healing twin flames. We are healing ourselves, as well as our connection, and in turn, the collective. That it all begins within. And so let's begin with this Thankful to Thrive Thursday with a moment of gratitude and true appreciation for how far we each have come on this journey, how much we have overcome. Really practice appreciating yourself, Goddess. Really practice paying attention to when you may be putting yourself down, rather than being appreciative of yourself doing the best that you can with where you are. You may have achy body parts, you may be stressed, have anxiety, fear, whatever it may be. You're doing the best you can. And the more conscious you are that you are doing the best you can, the more aware you're going to be that you are doing the best you can, and the more aware toward being able to do the best you can and be at your best in spite of what may be going on inside you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that you can still ride the waves because you're holding that space for yourself, as you always have, and just don't quite acknowledge that you have. Again, Goddess, you are that one true constant throughout your life in the physical. You. It's all you, boo. And this is why when we talk on this twin flame journey about it being a journey back home to the self, because if your twin flame is your mirror soul, is your replicated soul, you share the same exact blueprint, well, of course, then the solution would be within, not with them. You hold the key inside yourself, the key and the door. It's inside you. The key is your power to unlocking that true self behind the door, that true expression of you, the fullest expression of you, that light that you truly are in this world. So be grateful for the light that you are, Goddess. And that's where we are for this Thankful to Thrive Thursday. Remember, it's been coming out of the forest and out of the jungle, shall we say, and into the light, and really truly remaining focused forward on what you're creating. I know right now there are so many of you out there who are in this space of, well, the ego's really working overtime to trip you up and to bring you back into that old space, bring you back into the forest, back into the darkness. Don't listen to her. Dance in the sunlight, dance in the warmth of the rays, of the blanket of rays. Dance. Show that inner child that it is safe. There is nothing to fear out in the open, out in the light of day. That there's so much to be seen and explored and experienced that we miss when we stay closed off. Why do we become closed off? Because of all that we have endured and overcome. But you see, this is what the intention of empowerment experiences is so that rather than allowing that which has been your journey of, well, the ego would say victimization experiences, right? We get to choose to view it as a collection of empowerment experiences and say, you know, I am better, stronger, braver, more confident and courageous, less afraid, right? Because of all this I've gone to. We've got to stop giving power to, again, feeding the lower frequencies, feeding the fear. That was my little Chanel Indira post for what will be yesterday, which is today, Wednesday. I'm recording this Wednesday morning. And that was a completely inspired, divinely channeled post that I just sat and there, her picture spoke to me. I have a social media planning app that I utilize so I can upload all the content that I intend to be using. So it's all in one place, right? And so I have, of course, pictures. And there was her picture, my Chanel Indira, and it just with her all curled up, covering, hiding away from the world. That, yeah, we want to do this. The key is to just stop feeding the lower frequencies, to detach, continue detaching from that. And that includes to not be going backwards. Like we've been talking this week, being grateful for how far you have come. And that means to honor where you are by not continuing to allow yourself to go back there. To really pay attention to when you not necessarily get derailed, but when you take a detour of your main track, shall we say, because you've got some education to experience over there. Well, now it's time to get back on. I saw that vision in my mind of the train on the tracks, and I literally just, that was it. Well, here we are again, that partnership with the self. Remember, all ships begin with you. Relationship, friendship, partnership, they begin within yourself, goddess. You have been your one true lifetime partner. You with you, the ego and the soul self. Hello. And when we can pivot into recognizing that this can be a powerful fucking partnership, when we begin to fully integrate our egos as our allies rather than our enemies, right? Because I know in the beginning, and I of course, it's recognizing that you are not your ego. That's the initial, that initial detachment, that inner child, sabotaging ego self, wounded self is not who you are. It's just a facet of you. So this is why in my coaching, I'm really big, because it's been amazing for myself and my clients to separate and detach and recognize that, ooh, that's my little mean girl. Okay, she's all about, she's angry, she's hurt. That's why we call her the mean girl. Just because she's not mean because she's just vindictive and cruel and heartless. No, she's mean because of all the trauma and wounding and shit that she's experienced in her life. But instead of really pushing her away, like we just talk about taking her out of the driver's seat. That's what we do with my coaching, is we take the inner child out of the driver's seat, all the wounding, all the self-sabotaging behaviors that have come from your entire life. We really begin to integrate all that you are. That's why I say a self-love empowerment coach. We explore the many layers and multifacets of that which you are. so that you can be coming into union within yourself, reuniting with your inner power, your truth, your light within you. Really, truly being there for yourself, your partner, your friend, having a true, solid, loving relationship with yourself. So I love that Thankful to Thrive Thursday starts us off with the partnership card again. Upside down, because you have been going through so much rebirth that I know it feels as though you just can't do anymore. I know this. But this is the message to recognize that you get a reprieve right now. With all of the work that you've been doing on yourself, this is really a time for you to just focus on the relationship with yourself. Talk to yourself. It's very normal and healthy to do that. Talk to your inner child. Give her a voice. Give your anger a voice. Really ask it, why is it so angry? Ask your grief, why are you so sad? Actually communicate with yourself. After all of this rebirth, all of this transformation that you have been going through all of these months, and you're finally reaching this again, this clearing in the trees. And I have to show you this, goddess. Look, this is the calendar for March. Exactly as I had said, and I have to be truthful, of course. I'm one of those where I can be known to not quite turn my calendar over at the beginning of the month. Rather, I will get to, the first several days into the month and go, that's still February's calendar. So I had already channeled that message for all of us about stepping into the sun coming through the trees. I'd already done that before I had even seen the calendar image for the month. And this was just a dollar store calendar. I was like, yep, nature images, throw it in the cart, perfect. Because I just use these to, so I can keep track very basically, right? So I just had to show that to you. We are in a place where our gifts are going to be expanding. They're going to be even more sensitive, more honed, more tuned. And that's why right now it is so important to be nurturing and cultivating that relationship with yourself, with this new self, this rebirth self, after you've gone through how many fucking ego deaths. I know for me, we were talking about having had this massive final up-level exam over the last 6 months, like a Pandora's box of shit for real, fuckery that I didn't want, thank you. However, it was all of that to grant me that opportunity, the challenge, the opportunity for growth and recognition in myself to see all that I have learned. And the same is being presented to you, to each and every one of us, right? And has been presented. That's how it works, right, goddess? Every time it's level up, level up, level up. There's like a little audio clip that I hear, level up, level up, level up. Every time we reach that, and it's a massive level up, you're going to have a massive testing phase. Are you ready for this? This is why I do not crawl into the trenches with someone. I will sit up top and say, I'll be right here. When you're ready to climb out of your pit, I'll be up here, because it does not serve either one of us for me to crawl down into the pit with you. You see? Yet this is what we've been taught in this by way of this sacrificial love. That's why everybody's cups are so fucking empty. It's time to shift and really learn how to be our own responsibilities for ourselves, to really truly take that responsibility, to be responsible for ourselves, to recognize the role that we have to have in each our own lives, and that we always have had in each our own lives. Again, the one true physical constant is you and yourself. So, I just jumped out. Trust. Trust where you are, that where you are is where you're supposed to be. I say this so often, but again, you can never hear it enough. You are where you are, and you're exactly where you're supposed to be, because if you were supposed to be anywhere other than where you are, you would be. Okay? So again, as you're this post-rebirth phase, you're kind of cleaning off the afterbirth, right, that you've got, and you're just like, oh my God, what the fuck was that shit, right? You just came through this birthing canal here, right, in essence of this major up level, and you're like, wow, like, where did that whole thing come from? You know, that's how I certainly feel about my recent, 6 months of up level testing. Now it's the whole, tying up loose ends, as they say. And it's just still in that bewilderment of, that really just happened? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And as well, it's recognizing that even though you didn't know what the fuck was going on, you still trusted. You may have thought you weren't trusting, but you still followed. You still had to take those steps. So there is a facet of trust. You've just got to be the one to acknowledge that, just like you need to be the one to acknowledge your power. It's already in you. You've just got to allow yourself to connect with that, allow yourself to see that, to feel that. Same with this trust, trusting that you are right on time, sister, right on time. Woo! Woof! And that means it's time to just sit back and flow. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. You have, again, come through such massive growth that right now, just catch your breath. Just let the universe be the river beneath you and guide you. Just give you the ride. You just ride the ride right now, goddess. I just felt that weight, that breath that we needed to just take there. Let's do that again, shall we? That's what this flow is about, is we're going to take this breath and we're going to, again, let go of control of what we really recognize we don't have control over, and we are going to surrender to the flow. So 1, 2, 3, and breathe, goddess. And I recommend that you do that multiple times throughout your day. And as you do so, you literally allow yourself to feel your shoulders drop, to feel the tension leave your body. Okay? Right now, it is time to, again, continue to expand into this trusting of yourself. Which means, in turn, when you truly trust yourself, you of course trust the universe, you of course trust your journey, and of course you trust your counterpart. Okay? Okay. So we are just gonna flow. Well, and here comes the magic, goddess. Why? Because you are finally beginning to see the magic in you, and thus the magic of you. That's what this whole relationship with yourself is about. This whole coming home to union within is about you reconnecting with your light, your power, your magic, your true self, goddess. That's it right there. Right there. Magic. And so, to further connect with, expand into, and amplify our magic, let us consult, shall we, the Work Your Light Oracle deck and see what there is for us to see that we can be in order to further anchor into our magic. And this one card right here is just, well, there, no wonder. Share your voice, goddess. Share the magic of you. Share your story. Share. Who cares if they think you're crazy? You're supposed to be crazy. Crazy means you're different. You really don't want to be like everybody else, really, because I'm gonna tell you a secret, sister. Sometimes the M is silent when following the masses, as we have witnessed the last 2 years. Okie dokie. So, and I want to point out as well, persecution. We have been healing, and this is important to notate. We have been healing the persecution wound by way of transmuting the narcissist template. This is why, oh my goodness, in the past couple, that's what I was saying, these past 4 to 6 months has been, whoa. Like a longtime soul sister says, 32 flavors and then some. You know, individuals that you wouldn't have thought initially were narcissists. When you really allow yourself to see the big picture, you're like, yeah, you and I can't really hang anymore. Right? Because that's what this is about. It's owning your worth. It's, again, honoring you. Recognizing that not everybody deserves your time, your space, your energy. You are a worthy, abundant bitch. Okay? That's a movement another soul sister of mine and I are launching. A worthy, abundant bitch. Because you know what? Someone's gonna think you a bitch at some point in time. It's up to you to set the record straight as to what kind of bitch you are. Own your worth. Speak your truth. Say, you know what? I choose who I am. You want to think that you know me? Wrong. You want to think that you can gaslight me, that I'm not paying attention? Let me tell you where I come from. Let me tell you the wisdom that I have obtained, the experience that I have from a journey in my life. It's time to share those stories, goddess. That's what I do. Share my story. That's why so many of you end up coming to me going, oh my gosh, you make sense. You make sense. And your story, oh my God. Wow. I want to hear more. And you I trust because, wow, your story. Do you know how many times I've heard that? A few. So it is time to shine your light, because that is what I do. My story it doesn't own me. It's just what I've endured and overcome to get to where I am and continuing forward. Because your struggles are going to be someone else's survival guide, just like mine. I love that little adage. And with that, do we have any more? Work your light or... boom. Boom shakalaka. Well. Call back your power. Cut the cord. Soul retrieval. This is, again, what that is to be putting you first. Right? After, again, all of this, and while we're still deep in it, goddess, we are not done. Do you know how deep the narcissist template goes? The persecution wound? I mean, one of the biggest ones is the burning of the witches that we tend to, especially the feminines, tend to relate to. But there's so much persecution that is so interwoven in the fabric of humanity. Thus, the narcissism, so intricately woven into humanity. This is why this protection is needed. This is why you need to be the one to, again, take that responsibility for yourself. To really, truly honor the magic of you. Don't share yourself with everybody. Honor your worth. Protect your energy. Protect your space. I'm even going through somewhat of a house purge where only certain individuals per se, like long time soul sisters, could stay the night if that's the case. But everybody else, I'm like, no, because again, individuals that you wouldn't have thought, again, narcissism comes in many packages, many ways. And entitlement is a massive narcissistic trait. Okay, and so it is going to be really important to recognize that and to be willing to make shifts accordingly to protect yourself. Again, really cultivating the ship that is yours, the partnership, the relationship, the friendship with you being your own best friend. Okay, with that, I hear my pretty kitty girl out there meowing. She must have found a little toy a little present to give to mommy. I think she might. With that, as the feminines are in this place of really needing to further embody and anchor that relationship with the self, where by chance is the divine masculine? Well, there we go. Expansion. He's on his expansion as well. Expanding further into his power, into his knowing of who and what he truly is. Just like you, goddess. Remember, in a true twin flame connection, y'all be mirroring each other. And I have watched this in my connection for more than 3 years, even when I didn't realize or didn't believe in twin flames, and then of course didn't realize that that's what we were. Whew. Woo! Oh, okay. And these just jumped up. Well, beauty. Again, the beauty within yourself, seeing the beauty. He hasn't loved himself just as you haven't, goddess. So how could he love you if he isn't capable of loving himself? Huh? How could he see the true beauty in and of you and of this connection if he hasn't expanded fully into that space of knowing? And that is exactly what, let me reach down and grab the card that jumped on the floor here. That's exactly it. He too is on this journey of the unveiling of the beauty that we each and everything are and is. This journey and ourselves. But we must expand our consciousness into a place where we can embrace such beliefs because of the bullshit that we were taught to believe about ourselves that take up the space within us. That is what this expansion is about. Is it about expanding into that which you truly are, into your power of you, into the beauty of you. Things are changing in the connection. I know you have been feeling this, goddess, and he feels it too. Definitely. Because of the changes that are happening within him. The changes that are taking place in him. Again, change is necessary. It's a necessary part of expansion. Things must change as we expand. That is the change, as things are expanding. And therefore, that changes that which is within the expansion. Such a wild, amazing, loving this today. So thankful to be in this space of post-rebirth, right? And let's see here. We have number 8 and 101. Let's just see what those numbers give us. Those numbers Number 8 is authority, self-confidence, and personal power. Exactly what we're talking about. And authority means to have authority over yourself. You are the one that is responsible for you. That's again why this place of recalibrating, of refining, of further integrating this connection with yourself, of further anchoring and embodying this connection with yourself as this new version of self, right? Keep your emotions in balance. Stay optimistic. The number of karma, which again, this whole rebirth thing upside down, karma has been fulfilled. That's why we had this massive up level of all of these things coming your way of like, did you learn that? Did you learn that? Did you learn that? Now put it into practice, 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 practice. Show me. All right. Be grateful for blessings, past, present, and future. Well, here we are, Thankful to Thrive Thursday. Be more fair to yourself. Check and rewrite your money story. I wonder what that's. Because the number 8 is all about abundance, prosperity, and wealth. And number 101, which was the time of the very first message my twin flame ever sent me. And I have that on a screenshot of his message on the cover of the lock screen of my phone I had at the time. There it is, and I had taken a screenshot of 111. Again, that's in one of my many videos of my stories. I'll see if I can find that for you. Number 101, well, right off the bat, the power is in your hands, and that's what we're talking about today. You are the catalyst. Follow your heart. Focus your thoughts and intentions on what you desire to create. New stage, changes happening in twin flame connection. That's exactly what I said. Oh, I just love this. New beginnings. That's what changes bring, are new beginnings, because you're not the same. It's not the same. So of course it's a new beginning. Amplification of having optimism, increasing motivation, inspiring initiative, and allowing for inspiration. Woo! That's that whole expansion and stepping into, really stepping into this new version of self. Again, stepping into the light, coming out of the cave. No more persecution, goddess. You can transcend this. That's how we really truly transmute that template, is we choose to say, no more fear. I choose love. I choose love of that which I truly am, which means I am here to love that which is the fullest expression of myself. And that in turn means to be the fullest expression of myself. Wow. This was amazing today for Thankful to Thrive Thursday. And I thank you, dear sweet goddess, so much for joining me. And if you are looking for more personalized support, I do offer one-on-one sessions, 30 minutes or 75 minutes. And if you're following me on Instagram, go direct message me on Instagram for a special savings link for 30 Thursdays. That's what they're called. 30 Thursdays, 30-minute Thursdays. That's when I do my 30-minute sessions. All right. So you can get a discounted first session with me currently at the time of this video. So I do want to put that out, that it might not be the case a year from now, or I know YouTube will recommend videos 7 years later, 14 years later. It's crazy cool. Love it. However, again, at this time, March 10th of when this video is to be published, yes, go direct message me at Healing Twin Flames on Instagram, and I will give you a VIP introductory offer link. All right, so come experience that. Let's get you unstuck, goddess. Let's get you feeling better about your fucking journey. You don't have to feel like shit about it. You don't have to feel powerless in it, because you're not. You're really not. You have so much more power, and that power is in your hands, because that power has always been inside you, and I am here to help you see that. because I know that within myself and have watched it in so many others throughout these years of being a coach. With that, you can go ahead and book a session, a 75-minute session as well, through the links below at IamEmpowered.as.me. And of course, there's other resources you'll find in the description. And with that, I will see you in the next video, Goddess. Oh, exciting. I'm going to be launching a new little podcast, podcast series called Chai Time with Rochelle, where, yeah, let's chat about that. Grab a cup of chai and just say hi and let's chat about that. Okay? And because we talk all sorts of things. There's going to be experts that I'll be planning to come in, and I'm going to be live streaming it 3 days a week, particularly on YouTube right here. And I will publish the videos the day after, because YouTube defaults live stream videos back to private after they're done. And the only way that I can turn them public is from my desktop computer. I cannot even access the videos really on my app. It's really bizarre. So with that, Goddess, that first episode is going to officially be next Tuesday. It's Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday are the live streams. That's the intention. So super excited about that. Stay tuned for more on that, which again, follow me on Instagram. I'll tell you about that there. And come join the Goddess Tribe on Telegram. Again, all the resource links will be down below for you in the description. With that, Goddess, I will sign off, let you go, and remind you yet again that the power, oh yes, sister, that power, it's in your hands. Because that power has always been inside you. Namaste.